Penguin Random House Audio presents Call Me Evie by J.P. Pomare. Read for you by Olivia Mackenzie-Smith. I would forget it fain, but oh, it presses to my memory, like damned guilty deeds to sinners' minds. Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, Act 3, Scene 2. Doubting what you see is a very odd experience, and doubting what you remember is also a pretty odd experience, because some memories come with a very compelling sense of truth about them, and that happens to be the case even for memories that are not true. Daniel Kahneman. Part 1. Shadow and Heat. In the past month, how much time have you spent thinking you will not live a long life? 0, none. 1, a little. 2, some. 3, much. 4, most. After. Chapter 1. The green first aid kit is open, with rolls of bandages, eye drops, butterfly stitches spilling out over the vanity like entrails. In my hand are the tiny pointed scissors. Before my eyes they open and close and open and close. I can hear him coming up the hall. The door creaks. "Jesus," he says. He palms his forehead. I stop breathing. "Put those down, Kate." I toss them beside the sink and sit back on the stool with my arms folded. His eyes roam over the floor tiles, the clumps of dark hair. "It's a real mess." He stands for a moment before reaching in under the sink and pulling out the hair clippers. He plugs them in at the wall, and they purr to life in his hand. "Be still." Blood throbs in my chest. The clippers sing closer. When the steel thrums against my forehead, I scramble up from the stool. My feet slip on the hair, and I steady myself against the door. "Kate," he says. The clippers die in his hand. I turn and run. The bathroom door whips closed behind me. I sprint up the hall and through the kitchen, sidestepping the island. It's only when he shouts that I realize how close he is. "Stop, right now!" Never run. But it's too late. I lunge for the front door, opening it inward. I twist through the gap and try to pull it closed, but his fingers grip the edge, whitening. I haven't thought this through. I haven't thought at all. Goosebumps rise all over my body. The towel slips from around my torso and pulls on the concrete. Pulling with all my strength, I turn my head back and look about me. I could scream. Would anyone hear? The door is opening. If I ran, would I make the road? What then? "Let go of this door," he says, a sort of stillness on the surface of his voice. "You are only making it worse." Squeezing every cell in my body, I wrench, imagining his fingers crushed against the frame, clipping off at the tips. "Please," I say. My voice sounds so pathetic and high, I hardly recognize it. "Just let me go." The handle slips from between my fingers. My body thumps against the concrete. "Shit, watch your head," he says, rushing forward, cradling my skull in his hands. "What the fuck were you thinking? Look at you." His face hovers over mine. The concrete saps the heat from my skin. "Come on, inside now." "No," I say. "I want to go home." He looks up toward the road, then back at me. The big wire-framed glasses have slipped down his nose and his cheeks glow red. His teeth are yellow. His voice is low and mean. "If you want to act like a child, I'll treat you like one." He snatches my head back by the remaining hair. The sound is cotton ripping
Sample complete. Ready to continue?